Hi everybody, hope you had a beautiful day today, and I'm just praying for divine intervention that I can do this today without any technical glitches or interference or being cut off halfway through. So yeah, hope everyone's had a really beautiful day today. There's lots of really beautiful energy happening at the moment. Like people are just seem to be really quite upbeat and positive, and I know a lot of people in Melbourne, feeling relieved, and I bet there was like at midnight last night a big, people bolting out of the city because they've been locked up for so long. So I thought what I would do tonight is a meditation about divine intervention and, calling on for anybody that's still really struggling, because there's a lot of people still really struggling. So just calling on for anybody extra help, any help to sort of move forward through this period at this time. It just feels really positive though. It just feels like, plus we're in Sagittarius now, which is always a really upbeat, I love the time of Sagittarius. It's a really upbeat time of year. I'm getting close to Christmas and the end of this year, and I think a lot of people are going to be so thankful when we get through to the other side of this year. So, but look at how much we've grown and how much we've changed. Look at all the information that we've taken on board. It's actually been quite an amazing year when you think about it. And we've probably, in reality, for those that have sort of been on their path for a while, we've actually probably processed lifetimes of stuff just in this 1 year. So it's actually been quite an incredible time. So I just thought, so what we will do is just sorry to do that. And see how we go. Sorry about that. I'm just learning some new technological things. People that know me in technology will be very proud of what I'm learning at the moment. So yeah. So hi to everybody, and so if you just want to take some really, really deep breaths. I've just, this last week, even though I was having all the Facebook jarn and everything, my son graduated from high school and he got his first car, and then there was, a big celebration on Saturday night, and I'm just about to embark on a whole new journey in the realm of personal development, which I'll be happy to share with people soon for anyone that's really wanting to make quantum shifts in their lives. Hi, Dee. So I've been doing lots of study for, to get that, learning new technology, which I'm quite proud of, because it's always been the bane of my life. But so it's just a time for change. And again, we've just got to keep visioning. And plus Sagittarius is the time of luck, people's luck changing. And most of my friends are Sagittarians, Scorpions and Sagittarians, and there's a lot of natural luck around Sagittarians. So this is a really time, and plus coming up to this full moon this weekend, it's a really powerful manifesting moon. So, and Spirit's just saying, dream big and then dream even bigger. So whatever you've been dreaming of, dream even bigger. Dream the biggest dream that you could possibly imagine, and then make it even bigger, because that's what we're moving into. And I know that's really hard to believe, but that's what we're coming into. We're coming into a time of a whole new way of awakening, of living. Life's just, this time next year, I'd love to look back this time next year and just see where we're at, because who would have thought this time last year we would be here, and this time next year we would have moved forward in quantum leaps and bounds. So it's really exciting. So, okay, so I'm just getting the call now to get started. So if you just want to take a really, really deep breath. And just breathing in all of the light that you could possibly hold in your cells. Just imagine that this light's coming in. It's like little bubbles of energy coming in, and it's just popping any blockages that may be in your physical body, anywhere the blood's not flowing properly, or where there's any physical pain. Just see these little bubbles of light coming into your body and just bursting. Joy bubbles. And as you come into your body and you breathe in this energy, just fill up your heart with love and gratitude. Gratitude for all that is. Gratitude for all that you have. Gratitude for having a roof over your head, for drinking water, for having food. All of the things, having a washing machine, having a car, having a fridge. All of those things that we take for granted until we don't have them anymore. So give thanks for all of those things that we take for granted every day. Bless your washing machine when you do your washing. Bless your oven when you take the food out. Bless the water that runs to do your dishes, you know, to be able to drink. Bless all of those things that you take for granted. And just breathing out, just releasing any tension, any worry, any negativity that you may have picked up through the day. Just breathe it all out. And this time when you breathe in, just imagine that you're filling up with golden light, the golden light of alchemy, and all of your cells are flooding. Every fibre of your being is being alchemized now, brought into its crystalline self, into your 5D energy. And just imagine this beautiful golden alchemy, this golden liquid that's coming all the way through your body. And it's just washing away all that no longer serves, all old thought forms, all old patterns, all old habits, just washing them away with grace and ease. And now we're going to call on the higher selves of all of those that are present, all of those around the world that are listening at different times, all of the other interdimensional beings and the 144,000 enlightened beings, all of those that are here helping with the upliftment of humanity at this time. And we ask that our egos may sit on our left shoulders. And just breathing in now, breathing in this light, and breathing in a feeling of contentment. Just contentment, you know, for how far you've come this year, for how much you've actually gone through, for what you've been put through and what you've come through. Just breathe in a feeling of gratitude. And now coming down from the central sun, from the cosmos, is a golden beam of light. It comes and sits above your head. And as it does, it reflects on the crown chakra, awakening the petals, opening more and more awareness, becoming more and more awake, more and more in tune, more and more enlightened. Just see these beautiful petals opening like a lotus flower. And eventually you'll see all 1,000 petals open, which is your time of enlightenment. And this golden light drops beautiful dewdrops onto the crown chakra, nourishing and nurturing, cleansing and clearing, re-establishing your connection with Source, with God, and with all that is. And now this beam of light comes down into the head, and this beautiful golden liquid in the head comes first to the pineal gland at the back of the head, and it's opened, it's awakened, it's been decalcified. All of the toxins, all of the poisons have been released. So now all of your systems in your body, your endocrine system, your immune system, your hormonal systems, everything's working in perfect balance and harmony. Sending this beautiful energy now to the third eye. And as you do so, imagine that your third eye is opening and awakening more so than it ever has before. And as you look out through your third eye, you have fifth dimensional vision. You see things in 5D, you see things from a higher perspective. You look ahead of you and you see that life is the best that it could possibly be, way beyond your wildest imaginings. Feel the freedom in your spirit and the spirit of all of humanity with this beautiful awakening. And as you look out of your third eye, see the golden rays of light coming down from Christ, coming down from God, coming down from Source energy, the light of divine intervention. This light that is coming down, where God, the Father Principle, He who protects and nurtures and teaches the hard lessons in life, who teaches discipline, but is also fierce in His protective love that is a nurturing, so that all of humanity may feel safe with this Father Principle. He stands in His power, enlightening all beings, loving each person individually and unconditionally, regardless of the thought forms they may have of themselves. So see this beautiful light of divine intervention coming forward into the future. Send it forward to all of the future generations and send this divine intervention back to where the beginning of evil began. And imagine that this light of divine intervention is coming down to the core of this evil, to the source of this evil. And it's coming down like the most magnificent light. It has the ultraviolet flame, the violet flame energy of transmutation. So see now this energy of divine intervention that's going down, deep down into the core of the darkness, spiraling down like a vortex of energy, getting right down to the core of it, right down to the root. And as it does, the violet flame comes down and cleanses and clears the pathway. All of the darkness being released and transmuted. But bringing forth all of the lessons that the darkness has brought. The darkness has brought us into the light. The darkness has given us the awareness of who we are. The darkness has brought us into our place of Christ consciousness, of selfhood, of self-awakening and self-awareness. So give thanks for the darkness. The darkness that has brought about division on every area of life, all the way through the churches and through all institutions, through schools, through governments. See now this light of divine intervention coming in and coming through the centre of the line of division. So the violet flame transmutes all of the division. There's no right or wrong. See now this divine light of divine intervention, bringing all of the division into unity, so it becomes one path, the path of balance, of yin and yang, of masculine and feminine, of love and fear that is being transmuted, and fear that comes up momentarily to show us in our body what we may be feeling, and then once identified with love and released, it is transmuted. So see now all of humanity walking on this path of divine intervention, where all division has been released, and the dark and the light now blend into one. So it is one path, the path of the heart, the path of intuition, the teacher within. And now as you come back, your third eye that's fully awakened and you're seeing worlds upon worlds that you've never even envisioned before, bring this energy back into your physical body and send it down from your head down into your throat, where all of humanity are speaking their truth and singing songs of joyfulness, of celebration, of cooperation, of communion, of harmony, and fun and excitement and joy. See now this beautiful energy for all throats of humanity, now spiraling down into the spiritual hearts of humanity, awakening all of the gifts of intuition, of healing, of gratitude, all of the gifts of sharing, all of the gifts of community, all of the gifts of creativity and empowerment. See now all of these gifts for all of humanity and the spiritual hearts now being awakened with this light of divine intervention, being gently placed in your future for you to discover, like that of a new gift, something to unwrap with joyful expectation. Bringing now this magnificent energy of the awakened spiritual hearts down into the physical hearts of humanity. And it comes into the heart is bursting forth with joy, with expectation, with excitement. And the heart has a feeling of fulfillment for the purpose. For all that walk on this planet now know what their purpose is, know what they're here to do. And all people go together in cooperation and communication. And new communities come together, new cities, new worlds, whole new dimensions come together, all dimensions intermingling, where there is no division, where all walk in harmony and union. Feel the joy of this, and feel this joy bubbling out of the heart of humanity for all of humanity to feel. The joy of love, of acceptance, of excitement, and of expectation is being met. And now as we bring this energy back into the physical body, we bring it down into the solar plexus of humanity, the other place of intuition, the place of wisdom, the seat of the soul. So may all of the gifts of creativity and self-expression now be fully released for all of humanity. And the solar plexus is like the most magnificent sun, as all joined together, all of the ideas that have been put on the back burner are now being brought to the forefront. All of the patents that have been kept from humanity are now being released. And as we do so, there is an acceleration in the growth and the ascension of humanity. Feel the joy and excitement of all of this, where there is no illness, where all are living their youthful lives in full and perfect health. All are living in their hearts, and all are in tune with their divine creativity. Send now this magnificent energy down into the sacral of humanity, where the wound of sexuality has been healed, where the wound of empowerment and the wound of manifestation has now been cleared. So all are now fully free to manifest their full and true potential. And the divine Christed inner child of humanity has now been healed. And so too is the divine masculine feminine. So send now this feeling of spontaneity, of playfulness, of joy forward into the future for all of humanity. And as we bring this energy down into the womb of humanity that is now healed, the Divine Mother, the wound of the Divine Mother has now been healed, and the Divine Feminine rises, and all of the children that have been birthed through the wombs of humanity are now whole and healed. Their souls, their psyches, all wounds have been cleansed and cleared, and they've been purified and back to the most magnificent selves. Bringing now this magnificent energy down from the womb of humanity, birthing it down into the earth, down through the soles of the feet, deep, deep down into the roots, with your roots into the core of the earth, where they may connect with your own individual crystal. This crystal is now pulsating with the most powerful light. Feel this energy coming up through the roots like electric energy, amplifying the healing in your mind, body and spirit, activating the fifth dimensional bodies, the light bodies, and again the light of divine intervention, expecting miraculous healings, expecting miraculous manifestations. Call on the divine intervention now to bring to you your most perfect life. And as this energy has gone down to the earth and all has been cleansed and cleared beneath the earth, all of the souls have been healed and restored, and all of those have been returned back to their loving parents who have also been healed of the wounds. We give thanks for being the way showers. We give thanks for you highlighting these dastardly deeds. And we send gratitude forward to the future that you may never ever, no human being ever may experience any of these things again. Bringing this magnificent energy now back up from the core of the earth, sending divine intervention, the light of divine intervention to touch every soul, every being on this planet. The divine intervention of true love. The divine intervention of perfect self-expression, the divine intervention of divinity and sovereignty. Feel this now for every being on the planet and see it like a wave, like a tsunami of light, the most beautiful, magnificent, golden healing light, touching all hearts and souls of humanity, awakening, uplifting, recalibrating, regenerating, bringing all into perfect balance and harmony. See now the waterways that have been poisoned that are now cleared and cleansed with this divine intervention. All of the land that has been poisoned and all of the foods and toxins that have been put in our body, divine intervention, this light of God has come now to purify and cleanse the land, to cleanse the waterways. And in so doing, humanity goes through a detoxification, a very gentle detoxification of all of the toxins. See now divine intervention for where there has been drought, Let those places now become the most magnificent oasis, thriving and abundant. And for all of those places that have had the natural disasters, let them now be restored back to their full and pristine selves. And for all of the trauma that has been created by these disasters, let divine intervention now come and heal the trauma and the grief. The divine intervention of God, for that is all there is. See now those that have been ill and been poisoned in the name of curing illness, when in fact it is creating illness. All of those that have had chemicals loaded into their bodies on a drip, slowly killing them. Let those drips now become the most purifying energy. Let all of those that have been ill, those that choose to leave their bodies, leave your body now and know that you come back into perfect health. And those that are choosing and claiming perfect health now, claim it and own it and call on this divine intervention and know that it is done. Expect miracles. Seeing now the divine intervention for the Jubilee of humanity, where there is no more suffering, there is no more debt, there are no more working to pay for all of the things, the pretty sparkly things that don't bring fulfillment. See now that there is no homelessness and that no person is hungry, for this Jubilee of humanity feeds each and every being on this planet, and all is loved and nurtured. Calling on this energy of divine intervention, so that by this full moon, for those wishes and those goals and those dreams that are being put forward may be now made fully manifest. My wish for all of you is that all of your wishes may come true, and I call on divine intervention to make this so. See now the divine intervention of all of the corruption, of all of the darkness now being brought into the light and being swept away. And send this divine intervention for the completion of this darkness, and that may 2021 be the most magnificent year, and that may 2020 culminate in the most amazing and outstanding events that bring all of humanity to a place of joy and celebration. And all of those who have perpetrated the lie, may you now be exposed and released and taken off this dimension once and for all. And again, with this divine intervention, we use the violet flame energy to cut away all of the roots of all of the evil doers, so they have nothing to stick to this earth with. And the violet flame goes down where their roots have been dug in deep and dissolves them. So there is no leg to stand on now. There is nowhere to hide. May you all be exposed. May justice come and your consequences be instant and many. Now feel with this divine intervention the celebration of humanity as millions upon millions of angels chorus the Hallelujah. Feel the vibration of this now, this divine intervention across the planet. Hallelujah, for the freedom of humanity. Feel now the essence of this in all of yourselves. And as we do so, we send it out to all of humanity, to every being on this planet, to every animal, to every corner. The essence of divine intervention. And may that be amplified by all of the high beings of light, millions upon millions that are sending this transmission of Hallelujah, which is celebration for all of humanity. Feel your vibration now increasing. Feel your light become brighter. And know that it is done. And that the life ahead of you is assured to be the best it could possibly be. So coming back now to your physical body, ask if your higher self has any messages for you at this time. And as you come back into your physical body, send this energy forward and continue to feel the wave of divine intervention, touching all parts of humanity, awakening, releasing, cleansing and clearing, bringing all into sovereignty and divinity, and so it is. You're ready, gently come back into your physical body and allow this beautiful feeling to stay with you. Okay, so I enjoyed that. We didn't have any interference this time. Thank you. Divine intervention. So, so I hope you enjoyed that. So I can't see what's there, but I'll answer you afterwards. So thank you all so much for being here. And divine intervention, call it on. This is a beautiful, beautiful week for manifesting. So now's the time to really just dream big and dream even bigger than what you could ever even imagine that you could manifest in your life. And this is coming into love now, moving away from all of that stuff. So I hope you enjoyed that, and fingers crossed we'll try again tomorrow night. And so have a stay more on your life. Please share this, because a lot of people are needing to feel at the moment that there is some life